This table is horrible.
Smell that drawer.
I just shit on his table.
Because it's a shit table. I mean, I get it now.
Table.
All right. I'm sitting here editing this episode, and I'm just going to pre-warn you guys. The audio's all over the place. The camera angles, I got to do something different about it. Bear with me. Hopefully no more than like 2 or 3 more episodes, and I'll have all of that addressed. Thank you, guys. Please enjoy. Welcome, goddammit, to this week's episode of the Terrible Table Podcast. We have been talking for an hour, 45 minutes, and you know what? I'm just going to say I didn't hit record. That's got to be what it was.
It could have been.
There's
when
no
you,
way. There's
you
no
probably
way.
Stopped recording.
I didn't stop recording. I did like that and set it over. This and I got to watch it close now because it might do it to us again,
right,
where it turns off this software. OBS, do me a favor and step up your game, motherfucker. It's the first few minutes now. I can't cuss. I have to edit this out.
You never edit it out, though.
I know I.
That's only if you want.
But I'm going to edit it today, and I'm going to edit on the fly. God, son, Cox. Welcome, T. Williams, to the Terrible Table Podcast. We appreciate you being here. Sorry about the mishap that's taken place so far. What we have learned is that mimosas are delicious.
We did learn that.
That T. Williams
is full of good ideas, like mimosas.
Yeah, it was her idea for them, especially with the pineapple juice. I did orange first, pineapple second,
so much better.
adding it to. Oh man, it's fantastic. Good job. Now I'm a little tipsy and pissed off because of software. Okay, all right.
Now I know what not to get.
Yeah, don't do OBS Studio.
Setup.
Yeah, and it's funny because today I downloaded Logitech Capture software because I like the Logitech, but it only does 2 cameras and I have 3. So I was like, all right, I'll use the OBS one more time and I'll find something else even if I have to pay for it, I'll find something else. So here we are.
Where's the third camera?
You want me to do a run
There's
back real
1,
quick while you
2,
calm down?
3.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, that one's on me. That one's on you.
And I'm still trying to find the right placement for these cameras. You know what I mean?
I don't like the way it cuts you off, Johnny. But also your table.
Yeah, that's why I did it that way. And if you notice, like the bottom corner, you can see T looking. You know.
Yep.
Oops.
So it's all good.
I love that.
It's all good, but it's
She's
just
like, where?
it's what I'm getting at as far as like I got to figure out what to do with these cameras. And you know what I do believe is next week I'm going to put the camcorder, the big camera, and just one of these fucking cameras, because then I can use my Logitech software, and then I'll put all of them and
Just
switch
them
it
together.
and switch it, where it switches as each person is talking. Because those camcorders, I can zoom in and focus.
I just show up.
How much is that? Because I really would like to start doing content like long form, but
like podcast, like this.
I don't know if I want to do a full on podcast.
What I'm getting at is like sitting at a table talking like this.
Yeah.
You are welcome to use this space anytime you want.
Okay, but then like the editing process, I don't think I really want to.
I got you.
Yeah.
That's what I put all this together for, is to help people out. Is to for us to, like, we are trying to do comedy here. Yeah, come use it as you want.
Invite your people. You want to talk to someone, just bring them over here.
Okay.
I mean, it's not my house, so I'm inviting you, but I'm just...
All right, let's recap and get back to this. Are you doing it? You do.
Yeah, I'll
it.
recap.
All
So
right,
we learned...
T
Williams.
Yes.
We talked for 45 minutes, so we learned a little bit. Y'all didn't learn anything.
You learn shit.
But we're going to run it back. T. Williams went to Cattle Middle Magnet.
Sure did.
Then she went to Magnet High.
Stallions
She decided
Mustang.
she wanted to be a cheerleader, and fuck those fees. I ain't paying nothing. Wait, that was a Magnet. Middle Magnet. Middle
I
Magnet?
paid fees.
She didn't
She
pay
never
fees.
mentioned.
She wasn't in ROTC. They told her to.
This is falling apart quick of you recapping. It clearly shows how much you were listening.
No, I was. I know exactly. T. Williams is my best friend now. We learned today.
Oh, 'cause of
she
the mimosas.
doesn't feel the same. Yeah, the mimosas are great. Then she went to Southern University. That's when you became a cheerleader. You weren't at Magnet High. See, it's piecing together.
I don't even have cheerleaders.
She tried out, didn't get a
She
scholarship.
was dance line at Magnet High
Dance line.
because she had been dancing most of her life.
She's a dancing man. that a song?
Dancing Queen.
Dancing Machine?
Queen.
Dancing
Yeah, it's
Queen.
better.
Young and sweet, only 17. But at this point, she's in college, so she's no longer 17. She goes to college. She falls in love with cheerleading. It's her favorite thing ever. Then then she starts. Well, so you went to school for nursing, became a nurse, and you were like, you know what sounds fun? Let's go see the apocalypse in New York.
Yep, firsthand.
All the dead bodies. You know what's funny about these dead bodies? A lot. Let's write jokes. Decides to do comedy. Does it for the first time at Hyena's open mic. 8th block. I was listening, asshole. 8th block, no one's there. She's like, damn, this shit's kind of dope. Let me do it again. And I think that's where we discovered that Johnny Gates doesn't know how to work his system. Let's
That's
go.
it. Now
Here
we're
we
caught
go.
up. All right.
Here we go.
Bada bing. So, yeah, and it only took 5 minutes to get here. I'm sorry, y'all.
That's okay.
I'm sad about it, too.
Yeah,
we
it's
were
not
rolling.
crazy.
I don't know if it was me or this because, again, I know the last week it wasn't me. So, but
Hey, man. It's all good. That's
We're
right.
here
You
now.
drink mimosas, forget to press stuff.
Well, we fast forwarded to the comedy part.
yeah,
Yeah,
so we're
which
good.
is
So
what
we're here.
matters.
Yeah, we're here at comedy, which is what matters.
Yeah.
So, when was that you did your first open mic?
It was like September 21. It was late 21. I'm pretty sure it was September. Yeah.
So almost 4 years. I think for you right now, where you're at, ability-wise, is crazy. I'm about to hit 3 years. I'm nowhere near your level of comedy. And maybe that's because I don't work hard enough or care enough. But I think it's crazy that in 4 years you got a solid 30, and you can probably do 45 if you needed to. But I think your sweet spot's 20 to 30, which is, and it's not like, oh, she can get to 30. It's like she's got 30. Because I've seen you at Tiki Bar, because sometimes you got to show up late because your job, because your kid, stuff like
Yeah.
that. And if you ever see the text in the group like, hey, I need you all on time, I ain't talking about you that has shit going on. And
It's like I see it and
just
I
know
try
that's
my
never
best.
for you. It's not for the people. It's for the people that ain't got shit going on that just want to show up when they know more people will be there. That shit bugs me. That ain't fair for the talent like Evan and them. They're like, fuck, now I got to
Yeah,
do
they're
15,
always
but I
on
prepared.
time.
Yeah, and like they had to prepare. They prepared 5, but shit, there's no comics.
Right.
So I've seen you at Tiki Bar, like, hey, it's the end of the night, whatever you want to do, T. So you'll just go up there and roll for a little bit, like, shit, I got some more stuff. Let's just talk about it.
Yeah.
So,
How often are you getting on stage? Like in a week?
In a week, I would say probably at least twice a week. Just because we have the more open mics and they're like rotating. So
yeah. And now you have your own open mic.
yeah.
We can talk about that, too.
Oh, where's your open mic at?
We're at Sweet Caroline.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet. Hell yeah. All right.
It's once a month right now.
On Tuesdays?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only once a month?
Yeah.
He's got to get every other week.
Yeah, and I know they were trying to test it out to see how it goes, but we really had some terrible days. Like it was raining and cold this last one.
Which is hard to do at the boardwalk, too.
Right.
Like, it's not like you can park up to the building.
Yeah, and then you gotta get out and walk. And then the January one, it was like that freeze time. So I like messaged them, but you know what? Everything's like closing or whatever. And I was like, hey, are we still doing it? They're like, yeah. And I was like, no one's gonna be here.
It sucks because, like, I've had multiple people that are running open mics now, and they're like, yo, what are you doing? It's like, dude, this is 3 years in the making, and you might not be there every week. Like, this past Friday, we didn't have nobody there.
Yeah.
And it's an open mic. I got a Friday. That's the difference. Like, Friday's like, oh, shit, let's go do
Yeah,
this
you
before
know.
we go out kind of
Right.
thing.
Someone's gonna be there.
Yeah, and these other guys don't realize, like, hey, if you give me a Thursday, I'll get some people out there for you. But if you're just giving me a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like,
Yeah.
dude, everyone's trying to still recover from the weekend on Monday, and they're trying to get their life together. By Wednesday, they kind of got their life together for the week, and then it's back to party time. So that's the difference. And, like, that guy's hit us up before, and he's like, how are y'all making it, you know, this, and this? And I was like, you got to give her a better date. Or a better
Yeah,
weekend.
or we have to like because I mean, obviously I started in Dallas, so we're doing stuff every day out there.
Yes.
But this isn't.
Yeah,
this
I
isn't
tell
that.
people,
It's the biggest little city
I
ever.
was telling
Yeah,
him, I was
like-
telling him the other day, I don't like it when people are like, you know, well, let's do like what they're doing in Dallas. It's like, man, there's more people in Dallas than there are in the
Yeah.
entire state of Louisiana.
Yeah.
That ain't a comparison.
Yeah, and you literally could like, you could fill Tiki Bar up with just comedians.
Yeah.
in Dallas.
Yeah.
The
Like,
wanting to get on stage.
yeah, and so that's fine if you know you got a crowd full of comedians, but like that's
But also,
not,
we can also just hang out another time too. Like it sucks. Like that's how when everything first started, like at LOL and Wednesdays and stuff, we're just performing for each other, which is cool because we're like, hey, how was it? But no one's, you're not getting laughs, right?
yeah.
And I don't think
it
you get
started
honest
growing,
feedback
I'll be
from-
honest too.
Huh?
It started growing, so like I'll give them that. I don't know if it was the judging thing or what, because we
Yeah.
couldn't judge, so we had to have people there that could like
Yeah.
Are you talking about LOL?
Yeah, yeah. They let the
It was
crowd
like a
judge a
whole-
winner and stuff
yeah.
like that. I don't like that whole like. Obviously, I do winner set of the night. But that's just picked by Blair, and that's just. And a lot of people don't realize like a lot of time when you win set of the night, it's just Blair going. They said something new. I like what they said.
Oh yeah, that's
'Cause
what she's
sees-
told me before
Because
too.
she sees us every week, so
Yeah.
she hears a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah.
So her whole thing is if I hear something new, and then sometimes she'll be like, I heard a lot of laughs. It's not like she's really paying attention. And I hate that whole like, let's judge the comedian on trying something new. That's crazy to me. If you judge me on every time I try something new, I would shoot myself in the face. Like,
But I do judge you every time you try something new.
just silently. I run all my jokes by Johnny first before I go on stage. Right? So.
Pretty much. So what time does your what like on Tuesdays? What time does it start?
Sign up's like 7 and starts at 8.
I might be able to like if I text you and tell you, hey, I'm going to be there, but it's going to be 8:30, 8:45. Can I do that?
that's
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
I
Because
try
I
to
work
get
on
them.
Monday, Tuesday. On Monday, Tuesdays, I was about to shake your hand. On Monday, Tuesdays, I work until about. I can probably get out of here about 8:30.
Okay, well, that's perfect. Because I try to give them at least like 2 hours. If, you know, people are.
Is that her birth name, Kahlua?
Kahlua,
That's
nice.
crazy.
I
Stripper name.
know. Well, no, I didn't know you were going to say that.
That's a stripper name. You already said
Oh,
that.
I thought it was like an alcoholic parent's
It-
name.
Oh,
You know,
I was
like
about to say, yeah, you know, it's that.
mom and dad
She
drank.
works good for a
coffee
bartender.
drink.
Mom and dad
Yeah.
drank Kahlua, so they named her Kahlua. Her brother Chardonnay is really pissed about his
Oh my
name.
God. I think I did ask her where it came from, but I was like, that's your real name?
Yeah, my mom Tequila named me Kahlua.
It's crazy to ask someone if that's their real name, especially when it is, because you're like, this is going to sound like the biggest asshole thing ever.
Yeah.
Is that
but
really
you
your
never
name?
know.
That's crazy.
Well, but I mean, usually you have those kind of things when somebody tells you a ridiculous name.
Yeah.
Like how do you say your name? It's Johnny. No, the J is silent. It's Ani.
Honey, yeah.
Like
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Like the woman that lived across the street from us on Delaware, her name was Jane, but she was from like Estonia or something, so it's Yanni. And I was like, wait, what?
Oh, okay. I see
Yeah.
what you mean.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's like being the
I
only
met-
the
I met-
only time that stuff seems weird is when somebody tells you something ridiculous.
Yeah. I didn't realize how ridiculous Maximus was.
That's a crazy name.
Isn't it?
I knew a guy named
But, like,
Maximus.
I think I met a guy named Maximus,
Bless you.
and like
Thank you.
a couple of weeks later, I was thinking about it. I was like, I don't think that was his real name.
Was he a short, stocky black dude?
He wasn't that stocky.
Was he
But
sh-
he was kind of short.
Okay.
This
Well,
is in Dallas too.
how old was he? Like 45 years old?
No, he
Okay.
wasn't that old.
I was about to because the guy that I know named Maximus is like this tall, and I mean,
Oh.
You know what's another crazy
little
name?
troll-looking motherfucker, but
Boys
he
in
was
the
funny
Hood.
as shit.
The dad's name was Furious.
Yes,
That's a crazy name. Furious.
I think it was more of a metaphoric name.
I don't know, it's a
But
great movie, though.
yeah, I was saying it is kind of crazy. I saw that not too long ago, and I was like, dang, that was his name.
Do you imagine a sweet little baby and you're like, I'm going to name him Furious? That's a crazy way to go.
I mean, it's a
I
hard,
love you so
Like-
much.
it's a hardcore
Fury.
name.
Yeah.
Everybody calls you Fury.
You got to live up to that name.
Oh yeah, you do have to fuck some shit up. Don't
Yeah, you can't be named Furious and just be sweet, you know? Like,
I think he did. They said, you know, after the fact, people were like, you know, Furious was just a ex-gang guy that got his life together for his son.
For
And I was
sure.
like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
His real
Furious
name was
probably-
get
Clarence.
a weight bench in the living room.
Right, Furious.
That's crazy.
fit perfectly for that.
Whew, man, that's
a crazy
I
look.
bought drugs out of that house.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you have definitely bought drugs
Whew,
with someone that had
man.
a weight bench in the living room. Like,
Like, don't mess with Fury.
we don't
Like,
watch
that's-
TV. We just work out.
But
Like,
say,
that's
is
crazy.
this technically my living room?
This is where you live the most.
I got a weight bench in my living room
Does
right
it get
now.
used a lot
Yeah.
by Jackson?
No, I hang my jacket on it. And, you know, stuff like
I was
that.
looking for handcuffs and things back there.
Oh, after he said his
Talking
pain
about-
thing,
yeah.
I was looking too. I was like, "Is there a drop ceiling where some whips and stuff comes out?"
No, but
Johnny's got a fuck
we-
swing for him.
No, I will tell you this: when we were looking for this house, we were looking for houses or whatever. We went into a house that in one of the bedrooms in the dead center was a big O-ring hook, and
Oh, gymnast, huh?
the realtor was like, this, that, and the other. The people they may have had a gym in here, and that's where they hung the boxing.
Okay.
The punching bag from, and I was like,
Someone was a punching bag. It wasn't.
I
a
was
punching
like,
bag, but-
I was like, that right there holds like 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
That wasn't a fucking 90-pound sandbag.
We all know someone I will not mention on the podcast, but they told me you got to get a sex swing. It's the greatest shit ever. And I was like, I don't know if you've seen me and my wife. I ain't trying to ruin my house though.
You would have to go through the thing and get to the studs, is what I'd
Nice. Can
recommend.
you come help me after we're done here?
Yeah, I
Okay,
can.
thanks.
Yeah. Like, so what you do to do that is you get above, like you go through the ceiling, and then you, like, your ceiling rafters go this way. You just put a board across them and bolt it up through
You know
there.
what's crazy?
And that shit'll never come down.
Construction to make your sex life better. Doing construction to your home for sex is insane, right?
Yeah, that is a big.
I mean, no. Shit.
That's insane.
Uh-oh.
Why are we? Look, now you got to drink
It's
it.
the thought. What is it?
My wife's the thought. Wait,
No.
what? What did you just say?
It's the thought that counts.
Yes.
Why did you throw that away?
I,
Oh, because you don't need it anymore. That bottle's gonna be gone here in a little bit. You're gonna drink the rest.
I'm not drinking no
Or
more.
two.
of it.
Yeah, you are.
She can drink it. She can take it
That's
with her. if
probably
she
two
wants
more.
to.
That's a
feel
little bit
like-
to go. That's a little bit too much for a drive. Two
We
more.
could all share the rest of it, maybe.
There you go,
You
Johnny.
need another cup?
Oh.
Oh,
got-
you do.
I got you.
Joel's gonna be mad when he comes to shoot that video and I'm drunk.
It's champagne.
I've got beef with him, man.
Oh, you can
You
wait
know
until he
what?
gets here.
That's the thing. The competition for New York, I figured I was gonna have that video
They didn't
to
give you
send
any?
in.
Oh.
No, that I was
Oh,
waiting on the
that's
video.
why you're waiting.
Yeah.
I will tell you the video quality is not great. It's better than what you can get at Tiki for sure.
And now, just for the record, you were just like, you don't need to record it, so I did not record it on my phone off of your words.
Can I tell you what happened with the video? I think I told y'all, right? The video guy.
I don't know. I heard some. I remember someone.
Oh, it was the guy that
messaged
was
and
moving
like,
around a
He
bunch?
literally. So Joel was like, "Here, camera set up.
Yeah.
Just stop, record." The dude's like, and like he adjusts and he bumps into it like 3 times. Like everyone's set is a little jacked up, and I think that's. So here's the thing with Joel. Joel, you've seen our videos. Great production. Everything he does, he's great at what he does. He has a day job where he has to do the same thing for them. So he doesn't. And with this, it's a little different because all you got to do, like, if they want to cut it down, they can cut it down. Just y'all give it up for T. Williams.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. That's my time. That's where you stop.
All right, look at us podcasting for 5 fucking minutes. Jesus Christ, I feel like that was my fault, but I don't know. And
There's no blame
going
to
to
be
say
had, though. It's
I'm going to say it
whatever.
was my fault. I
Worst case scenario, we
apologize.
had mimosas and had a good time.
Well, but no. Now she's going to be like that motherfucker.
No,
I
she'll
tried
come.
to do a podcast over there, but he's
Finally
a
get
piece
invited
of
on and he
shit.
can't figure it out here.
Is it trash?
Yeah, I think. I just put it in my juice that I just poured. So he started in 2021. Mm-hmm. And you moved to Texas after that. Or was
No,
that,
I was
you
already
were
out
in
there.
Texas.
Yeah, I was out there.
So when did you come back? Like within a year, huh?
I came when I started 2021. So really December 23. I just tell people like last year. So just,
That's when you
Pretty
came.
much,
So that's when you came back here. Was
yeah.
Basically
so
the
I was
beginning,
out there
2024.
for 2 full years for sure.
Because you were one of those I saw on flyers for other shows. I'm like, who the fuck is this person? Why is she not coming to Tiki Bar? And obviously Tiki Bar, when you first went in, you're like, I don't know if I want to be here. And then you're like, oh, once you do a couple of mics, you're like, oh, this place is dope.
Yeah,
like,
it's
this
kinda
is a great
fun.
place for mics.
yeah.
It was
You
like the only place at that time too.
Yeah, a lot of
So
people stopped
It was
doing their
it was
mics.
like when I came, whenever I would come home, I was like, okay, I got to get there early enough to get to this Tiki Bar thing.
I will tell you that I was impressed with you Friday night. You connected with the 4 audience members as soon as you walked on stage.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was very impressive because I mean, the two that had just gotten. I mean, what 2 of them got there after you got on stage,
Yeah, they had just
and then
walked
the
in.
other 2 they had been there and they
I
were.
feel like I made her leave.
Oh no, the one that left was
The
I think she
went on
left because of
stage.
James. I might have to edit this, but go.
So yeah, you can't say the R word anymore.
Edit it out. Oh my God! I watched a guy. He was like, when I was growing up, we hard art all the time. It was no big deal. If nobody cared.
Yeah.
And the guy that was sitting next to him is like,
You sure about that?
and the dude's like, yeah, man, hard art. Nobody cared. It was just the hard art. And the guy was like,
Which one?
what are you talking about? And he was like, retarded. And the guy was like, that ain't what hard R means,
Right.
motherfucker.
Yeah. That's a rough hard.
how
Or
it
rough R. It's not the hard
that
one.
shit
no.
that shit made me laugh so hard. That
Yeah,
guy was like,
okay.
hard R was no big deal.
Dude, that's crazy.
What's even more fucked up?
Bragging about your hard R.
Well, what's even more fucked up is I was like, yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Right. So yeah,
Y'all don't say
so
it.
many
Back in the 90s, what are you talking
all the
about?
time.
I got called that 3 times a day by my gym teacher.
I think it's funny now that I think Shane Gillis brought it back, the word gay and retarded. He is full on just like, I'm saying it, I don't care. And people are just like, it's acceptable now.
Right.
Like,
I do want to say that I have never let go of the word gay.
no, gay's fine.
Yeah.
I've been doing it. My wife was like, stop the kids, stop the kids, stop the kids. And then a couple weeks ago, she was like, gay!
Dude, I hit
said,
everybody
"Atta
with
girl."
a big gay like that. Gay, it's my favorite thing in the world. But like, obviously, like I'm not looking at Glenn. I will do it to Glenn. But
No,
like
yeah.
a gay
You
dude
have
I
to.
don't know, like I'm not just gonna be like, "What's up, homo?" You know, like it's not like I'm being rude to somebody. I'm a big fan of not upsetting people.
That's not true. You upset me all the time.
That's different.
It's true.
You can upset the homies, but like random people, like you can't just.
I think
be,
I think it's actually the other way around. I think I upset you all the time.
no, you just correct.
This
me like
motherfucker
fuck.
will be talking to me and then be like, "All right, I gotta go," because he's like, "Man, let me ask you some advice," and then I'll give him the advice, and it's not what he wants to hear, and
But
he's
it's
like,
the right
Like-
advice.
he's like, "I gotta get out of it. I gotta
Usually
go."
how it goes.
No, he'll give me the perfect advice. I'm like, fuck, Johnny, you're so smart. Anyway, I'm about to pick up my kid. But 9 times out of 10, I am doing something. I'm just sitting in the car waiting to end the conversation. Then he ends it with a good point. And I'm like,
You son of a bitch!
gotta go in there all red faced.
How dare
My
you?
daughter.
How dare you? How dare you have lived a
Give me
life where you
right.
fucked up a bunch and now you know the correct way to do it?
Yeah, it's miserable to have people with good advice. It's nice to have it, but it's like, shit, dude.
I was
Why
like,
do you?
yeah, dang.
Every time I'm like, damn it, Johnny, you're right. And he's like, I know. That's why I told you that.
Yeah.
Let's get back to T. Williams because we missed a lot of it. We didn't miss. We learned a lot about it.
Yeah, we learned a lot about, but we kept it from the audience.
Yeah.
So you
Trying to
I'm
keep
still
y'all
a
in
mystery.
suspense.
So you've only been back in Shreveport a year, pretty much. Mm-hmm. You're on shows left and right.
I am. They're calling
crushing
me.
Are you
Yeah.
traveling doing comedy, or are you just?
I
Is it
haven't
just here?
traveled as much since being here. So like I've been to like Leesville. I went to Lafayette.
What was your experience like in Leesville? We've had a few of the comics come on and tell us
I don't know
almost
how
the
to
exact
get
same story.
people- I don't know how to get people down there because like I took
Exact
like
same
a,
story.
not a car full, but like I took 2 people with me, and then they just so happened to have like something else going on. So, but that was still like maybe 15 people, which was like twice as many as when
Yeah, I
I
was
went
about
the
to say,
first
That's a
time.
lot. That's a lot more than what I've
Yeah,
heard.
it was
Yeah.
like twice as many.
We had somebody on and he did a show down there and not a single person showed up and he just got paid and left.
Yeah, I've heard that. And so I was like, man,
Book
we
me for
really
that
got people
show.
here.
Yeah, fucking pay me, baby.
Spearmint's
It's a
going to work
nice
great down
place.
there.
It's a nice place.
I've heard
but
it's-
it is like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
kinda.
I've heard it's in the middle of nowhere. It's not really lit up well. It doesn't look like an
Mm-hmm.
open building type thing. And I don't know. I mean, I've never been down there. I have no desire to go
We need
down
to.
there.
We need to
but-
go down there.
Y'all should. I have a show. Well, I just moved it, so I don't know when it's gonna be. But I'm supposed to be headlining down there
I don't think
sometime
I'm
this
welcome
summer.
there.
Will you let?
You got
Make
beef
sure.
with Tony?
I think Tony has beef with me.
I think we didn't. I just like ask you to be my friend on Facebook or something, or vice versa.
I'm bad with those friends.
I'm-
He's a random white guy.
I am so.
He has one of those white guy profile pictures from like down here, and she's like, I don't know who this is.
I was looking at something. It was like 3 years ago. I was like, oh, I'm definitely not gonna add you now. I don't know.
That's crazy. Yeah,
I-
3
my-
years ago.
Well, I
friend
just. I would
request
like.
thing
I
is
would like to.
ridiculous.
We need to go down there and check out a show,
I'll look it up.
and it might as well be
Y'all
somebody
should.
we know.
Yeah, I mean, it's only
Yeah.
people we know apparently.
I'll tell
He
you
just
because
books from up here.
we're
that's it?
all. I think Chuck is supposed to have a show coming up,
Yeah.
and Ken has a show coming
All
up.
down there. Oh
'Cause
shit.
when we went, he asked if we wanted to come back and like either put on our own show or headline a show.
Yeah.
So
Can you bring people with you and maybe pay
Yeah,
yourself?
exactly. Well,
Yeah.
he
Find
told
sponsors
me
for your show.
a while back. He's like, I want to do a Chris Luker and Friends, and I was like, dude, I don't want to travel for comedy. I mean, that's just something that's out of my want. And so he was like, I was like, I can send you people though, and this is kind of where the beef came in. And he was like, I was like, I can send you some guys though, and like he just kind of popped off on me, like I've been doing this for 20 years and blah blah blah. I don't need your fucking help. And I was like, shit, dude, sorry. I just told you what I don't want to do and what I can help do, and he just got mad at me. So I was like, all right,
Maybe
dude.
he really wanted you to come.
I don't know why.
He thought you were cute.
I am cute.
Come
I
on
little
don't-
down.
large,
I don't
but
speculate.
Come on down.
I wouldn't say that, but maybe.
What, that you're cute? She
No,
wouldn't
I
say
am
that?
cute,
Yeah.
but she won't say that.
I don't blame
After
her.
the podcast, maybe.
I don't
Not
blame
on
her.
air,
Mm-mm.
never.
That's the bubble.
Are you wanting to be a comedian, or is this just something that is it kind of like with me that you're like, man, I'd like to have something happen, but I'm just having fun?
I would like for comedy to be like my thing. So obviously, trying to do content, I want to be like, maybe YouTube famous. I would like to not have to
Work.
wipe butts and pass pills anymore. So that's
Yeah.
trying to figure out how to do that. And I think this
I like that
can
goal.
happen.
It's not like, hey, I want to be on Netflix. I'm tired of my day job. If I can find something to cover my day job
Yeah,
money, that's
that.
what I want to. If I can do that with comedy, that's what I want to do. And
Yes.
that's what I asked some of the comics, like a couple of the guys that are new and stuff, like. Because my goal, I don't want to be a famous comedian. At one point I did, but then I saw a different thing that I was decent at. So I was like, all right, maybe I can do this instead. And I asked people, like, exactly, like, do you want to be a stand-up comedian? They're like, yeah, that's my dream. It's like, okay, now I know what to do around you then. To maybe I can help you get there. I can't get you on Netflix, Hulu, whatever. But I can kind of point you in places of, if you're working,
Right.
I know enough
See
people
you.
around the comedy scene in the area, I would say, to be like, hey, book this person.
That's crazy.
I got more of all of it, whatever you need.
Well, I guess I was going. I think this was left for me.
Yeah.
If you want it, it's yours.
Did you pour yours?
I did. I drank it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love that second
yeah.
look,
You don't.
baby.
You don't have to finish it. I know. I'm
We ain't
a,
gonna record
I know.
it.
I'm a little. I'm a little inebriated
Are you?
because I want a cigarette so bad right now.
Fight the urge.
I am.
There's some nicotine.
Oh, I'm a nicotine fool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. No, I'm a smoker.
You want some of this?
No.
I might be the only person who comes outside to come get y'all. Like, I'm going on stage, so you should come.
Yeah.
back
I feel
outside.
like I did really good on Friday, not smoking. I went out twice.
Yeah. And you were like, are they doing 10? I'm like, yep, cool. Time for a
Yeah,
cigarette.
and then I didn't even finish it. I just went out, hit it a couple times, and tossed it. So when I don't have to smoke, or when I have that option where it's like, hey, you shouldn't smoke, I need you to focus, I don't smoke. Road trips with my family, I don't have to smoke and drive. I don't have to get out of the gas station.
But also when you have something going on, you're like, I'm just busy. So, like, I don't need something to fixate on.
yeah, but if
I
I'm
think
sitting
that's a
back
lot
here,
of
if I'm sitting back here dispatching on a Monday, it's like, man, I'll just light another cigarette with
It looks
this
like a
cigarette.
1970s bar in here when you walk in.
Oh
sometime.
yeah. On Wednesday it smells like shit back here because I've been smoking heavy Monday and Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. And you just come in here.
Hey, I got my shoes off. It smells like my feet and cigarettes back here.
Johnny's got the worst
Pretty
feet.
bad. I do. I ruined my feet a few years ago hiking. What do you say?
No, yeah, feet's the worst.
I'm not dealing with it right now.
Okay. Well, what? We made it back up to 45 minutes.
Yeah, dude, we got a podcast.
Oh, look at
You
that!
got T drunk.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Here.
Yeah, after that last one, I was like, all right, I'm not drinking until I get home now. And I don't have to go to the grocery store anymore.
They already took care of
They're
it.
going right now, baby.
I don't
Drop
have
the
to.
kids off
I don't have to go to the grocery store either.
T, are you going to the grocery store?
I was about to say, if you want to just grab some stuff before you leave, you can.
There's nothing better. It's on the front porch, so just grab it on the
is it
way.
still
I was about to say,
out
I
there?
looked too. I was like, oh shit, there's meat. There's meat.
Peaches out there. Yep, had something disappeared. We were talking about meat.
Man, you remind me of my dad. My dad used to say that when things like that happen, it just slipped right off my cracker.
Man, I wish we had crackers for you to ash.
Oh man, did he tell you about that? I'm such a degenerate when it comes to smoking that last week or that a couple weeks ago when we were dealing with Glenn, I took a bite of one of those crackers from the board and ashed it. I took something to my face
and then
had to ash it, and I laughed so hard. We all laughed.
Yeah, it was the greatest
That's
time.
crazy.
Yeah.
Pete's yelling at somebody now. Well, what else? You got anything coming up? Anything you want to promote?
Sure. I mean, well, I don't know. Well, okay. So the 29th, I believe I'll be at the 7th tab.
Okay.
I don't know who else.
That's a Saturday, right?
Yep.
That is
Yeah.
a Saturday. Yes.
Who all's on that show?
I don't know.
I know Glenn's on.
Yeah, I'm about to say
I'm
Glenn's the only
assuming Mark,
person.
you, Glenn, and someone else probably.
Yeah, I think there's supposed to be someone else. But like, I just kind of got
Special guest Johnny Gates. No,
You'll
that's
be
not
working
me.
the door.
Yeah, I'll
At
be
East
working the door.
Bank.
No. Oh, yeah, y'all showed
Yeah,
up.
I'll be across the street. Yeah.
Across the street.
No, they're doing it in Shreveport.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I always forget there's a Shreveport 7th Tap. Okay.
They're not do across the street.
Well, when I hear 7th Tap, I think across the
Seventh
street.
Step one?
Yeah, I don't know if I've been to
It's right between Chef's Table's in between 7th and P Row. You should go there. They're burgers. Do you like burgers? Oh yeah, you're
turkey
trying.
Burgers.
Nah, it's,
No,
like,
take out a
it's
sec-
like a manly burger. Yeah.
Take out a second mortgage.
Yeah, they're expensive.
If I have a taste like for a real burger,
Like needing a burger, that's when you
If
get
I
a
have a
burger.
taste for a real burger, I'm going to Five Guys.
Five Guys is about you get talk about mortgage. Yeah, you got dude. That shit is
I
so.
haven't
It's
been
about
there,
$25
though.
a
Very
person.
Man,
long
look,
time.
no, it's not. Me and a buddy of mine were talking about that yesterday, and it's like, man, Five Guys is good. It's quality, and
Six Guys is better.
and it's really, oh yeah. But no, it's quality. It's good food, and you get a lot of it. I think it is worth what you pay for.
Oh, I'm not mad. Like when I eat it, I know I'm going in spending all the money. I'm okay with it. It's when I go anywhere. Same place when I go to McDonald's. I know I'm not getting good food.
Stop going there.
I don't. My kids like the Happy Meals and shit, but like
But they're so mad. No?
did you see that post on social
Spearmint.
media? Someone was bragging
bad.
about I think it was the Pines Road location of Whataburger. And they were like, man, I pulled up to the drive-thru and I thought I accidentally pulled into Chick-fil-A. This man was so nice. And they were just bragging about someone having customer service.
Right.
And I was
It's
sitting there and then I saw it was
so
Pines
unheard
Road and I was
of.
like, yeah, they ain't got customer service. They were
Right.
shocked.
It's like I get people tell me, "Oh man, thank you so much for answering the phone." It's like I gotta be here.
Yeah, well, that's the
Yeah.
thing. It's like, well, the guy took over the route, and he's like, "Man, you actually change our mats," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's part of my job." Like, it's just
We're not used to people.
Yeah, we're not used
doing
to
their
it.
In the
job.
description of the thing that I filled out, it said this is what I had to do, and
Yeah.
I said yes.
It's just crazy how I think it's mainly. It's so weird because there's Southern hospitality, but I feel like in the South we've gotten so used to just shit service that it's just part of it. So I'm saying if I go to McDonald's, I don't expect good food, I don't expect good service, and I don't expect it to be correct. So the people that are getting mad about your order being fucked up, you went to McDonald's, what did you expect?
Yeah, you should be excited when it doesn't happen.
Yeah, and if
That's how I look at it,
you go there,
especially at Popeyes.
yeah, if you go to a shit restaurant and expect something, but you get the norm, I'm not mad at them. I'm mad at you for expecting more. Would you agree? I mean, I agree I should get good service.
Right.
But I'm not expecting it. Why are you going to be mad at Popeyes for doing Popeyes shit? You know,
Yeah.
the
Yes,
chicken's
I'm
going to be
not
better if they're
mad.
rude.
That's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, a scorpion's
I'm
gonna be a
done with
scorpion.
Popeyes when they had the tequila chicken.
Did you
tequila
have it?
marinade. I did not have it. Why would I go get that?
I don't know, but that was.
That is-
I wanted to try it, but you heard my joke already.
I never even
right?
heard of it.
I don't know.
Oh, I do remember your
Yeah.
joke now. Yes,
Churches
yeah.
responded with a Hennessy collab.
Serious?
No, they didn't.
Oh, I was about to say.
I hate that joke was only good for a little bit. Like
Yeah.
it's like, all right, that's old news.
I did one. I don't remember where I did it at.
Probably, I think at Tiki was the first night I did mine too, and then you did yours. I was like,
okay.
shit, that one was better.
Do y'all remember when the chicken sandwiches were going crazy at
Yeah.
Popeyes and
That
everybody
was-
like you couldn't get them? So my boss was like, "I got to get my hands on one of these chicken sandwiches," and I was like, "All right." He was like, "I go and I can't get them." He was like, "I've been to every Popeyes in the area," and I was like, "I got you." And I showed up to the office and I was like, "Here you go, bro." And I had I think I bought 4.
Yeah.
He was like, "How the fuck did you get it?" I called the Popeyes over in Bossier on
Right
Barstow
on
Boulevard.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And I said, "Man, I speak with the manager." And the manager got on the phone. I was like, "Yeah, my name is Daryl
It's
Ruche
crazy
with
to call the manager. sure.
Well, my name is Daryl. My name is Daryl Rabruche with KTAL, and I'm trying to do a story on the sandwiches. And I cannot seem to get my hands on any of these sandwiches. And the guy was like, "Well, sir, it's first come, first serve." And I was like, "I understand, but I got a deadline with this story." And
That's crazy work.
what can I do to get 4? I'll put you in the article, whatever you want. And he was like, "Come by here 10:15 today, this morning, and I'll have you." And I was like, "I need 2 spicy, 2, and that's what it was: 2 spicy, 2 regular, and then 2 with nothing on it at all, like plain, no pickles, no nothing, no whatever." And he was like, "I'll have it here for you." And I said, "That's great. I'm going to send my assistant. His name is Johnny Gates." And I pulled up, and the motherfucker was like, "Man, for the article, man, just don't. I'm not even gonna charge him." And I was like, "Thanks, buddy. I'll let Daryl know."
That's crazy.
And I got sandwiches in the middle of the hype of all those sandwiches. I just lied and said I was from the fucking news.
That's
And that motherfucker ate it hook, line, and sinker. My boss could not believe I
So
pulled
you
that
had one of
shit
the chicken
off.
sandwiches, right?
I tried one.
When I was like, dude, ain't no way this is gonna be that good. And I tried. I was like, this is that good. This is a good sandwich.
It's all right. It's a good sandwich. It's a chicken sandwich.
decent
Yeah.
sandwich.
Yeah,
It's a good chicken sandwich.
It wasn't.
It's better than any other fast food chicken
It
sandwich.
wasn't 50. No,
Who
absolutely.
does better? Carl's Jr.
A lot of them have equivalent. Is the point?
Yeah.
It's not
'Cause everyone
50
started-
cars around the corner.
No.
It was ridiculous.
But if you
Yes.
can get in the driveway and they have some, or drive through, you can go to their house.
Yeah,
too,
but
whatever. I
look,
don't know, but
if I want Popeyes, I want Popeyes. Okay, cool. You got a chicken sandwich. What sucks is that there's 900 people at each Popeyes. I'm not getting it for the next 4 months until this sandwich craze wears
Yeah,
off.
I stayed in Wilmer. Okay, Wilmer is like the South Dallas I was telling y'all
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
We had when I moved there, we had no stoplights. So I'm in the country, but there was a Popeyes. That Popeyes used to be full, and I'm just like, why are y'all are driving to Wilmer
that's crazy.
to get
No, I ain't
the
driving
chicken
to.
sandwich? Like
I
it
say
was
that, but if I go to
ridiculous.
Dallas, I'm stopping at Steak and Shake. I'll go out of my way for
I don't
Steak and
think
Shake.
everyone just take like when I used to want a burger in Dallas, I would go to In-N-Out.
I've never had
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out.
I've had them all.
Oh,
I'm fat.
In-N-Out's
I'm not a burger guy, really.
I'm not really either, but that's what I'm saying. Like if I was just craving one, I was
Yeah.
like, I kind of trust In-N-Out burger.
If you want a good restaurant to go to when you're in Baton Rouge, check out Zia.
Oh yes, I went there for graduation.
So good.
Yeah,
We-
Zia's is good.
Is it time? Is it time?
We might have to go buy eggs.
I've got eggs inside.
Well, I just don't want to take all your eggs.
I
That's
don't, man, just shut the fuck up and take my eggs. Jeez, let me go see. All right, y'all want to end this? Or
we
you,
can wrap it up.
all right. Well, so, all right, let me just start by saying I am so sorry that I am a drunk that fucked up the podcast.
I've never been a drunk that fucked up anything.
Yeah, usually it's Chris. I took over his spot this week. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, it was the mimosas.
No, absolutely. It was just, it's me and my shit.
It hadn't been recording. I'm just
No,
kidding.
I was about to say, I have been looking at my,
Thanks for hanging out.
I've been looking at my blue
alcohol.
tag over there the whole time. I do apologize. Hopefully, I can get you to come back and we can do one
back
better.
again, for sure.
And the next time I do it, I'll make
have
the
some more
spread
stuff
even.
going
I'll make
on.
the spread even better. We'll do something cool. Maybe I'll cook a brisket and you can judge me on it or something. He did a barbecue judging thing yesterday and said everything was terrible. So
I will say we had to judge our drinks, and no one just had like a bam standout drink. But I was like, also these people aren't bartenders. These are people.
well,
Yeah, they're
judging the drink that you brought in here today that you created. What did you call it? A mimosa.
That's a tea
We
wound.
call-
A tea,
yeah.
tea, this is a tea. That man, that is fantastic. I like that.
tea. Yeah.
All right, T. Well, I really appreciate you coming in. You guys, I'm sorry. Y'all like, subscribe. Tell Chris he's a loser.